Call me Katrina because I think I can see the future. Maybe. Without really realizing it, the future of Animal Crossing New Horizons was actually laid out to us already within another game before it even launched, and we just didn't know it. Now, a new release basically teases what to expect with the next Animal Crossing game, and there's evidence to back this up. Hey Bob's gang, Nintendo's plan for updating and releasing new content for New Horizons was actually inspired by another game of theirs, one headed by both of the game's producer, Hisashi Nogami, one of Nintendo's meme kings. This was Splatoon, a franchise that I'm sure you've heard about in connection to Animal Crossing before. But this connection actually goes a bit deeper than just some shared development team members. The development for the Splatoon franchise and how Nintendo would update these games became the model for how they ended up dating Animal Crossing New Horizons. Updates every few months and an eventual DLC release was unheard of for Animal Crossing games, but it's something that Splatoon had been doing for a while already. Given how popular the content updates proved to be in that game, it makes sense that Nintendo decided to use this model for New Horizons, even if maybe we hoped they'd kept it up a bit longer. Hisashi Nogami even noted in an interview about Animal Crossing that they've taken the same approach to working on both of these games despite them being quite different. And if that didn't say enough, here's him comparing them directly once again. Different gameplay, but there's lots of similar ideas. Now that Splatoon 3 is launched and we know exactly how Nintendo plans to support it with updates and even DLC for roughly 2 years, it's very likely that Nintendo will be using this game as a basis for how they update and provide new content for the next main Animal Crossing game. Pretty much just like what we saw from Splatoon 2 to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, I know the concept of content missing from the start being added in later updates really doesn't appeal to a lot of people, which is understandable. Personally, I'm not huge on this practice, although I do think it's possible that Nintendo has learned a lot from this after all of the feedback they got. I definitely hope so anyways, because I'm not waiting 2 years for Froggy Chair, come on. Splatoon 3 is going to be updated every 3 months or so with new content, getting a catalog full of new items and rewards to work towards. This sort of idea would work really well for an Animal Crossing game in my opinion. Nintendo could bring in totally new unlocks every month, related to the season going on and current events. Our catalog's full of the items we collect have always been a part of Animal Crossing anyways, so this could translate well into updates that keep people excited, but don't deprive us of content we should have already had. Now, if you're still not convinced that these two games are connected in Nintendo's minds, despite what Nogami said, consider that they've directly taken features and ideas from Animal Crossing New Horizons and expanded upon them in Splatoon 3. For example, the titles feature where you collect all kinds of different funny titles used on your passport was pretty much ported exactly to Splatoon 3. Except here, there are a lot more titles, and you can customize your banner, aka passport, a lot more than you can in Animal Crossing. I just wish that I could be a crusty content creator in Animal Crossing as well. I definitely think this means that in the next Animal Crossing game we will see this feature return, and it could be even more expansive than what we got here in Splatoon. After all, Animal Crossing is a game full of customization, so really it should have the best version of this feature. I also feel like the lockers feature they added to Splatoon 3 was definitely inspired by the customization of Animal Crossing, as it's something we hadn't really seen at all before in Splatoon. It wouldn't surprise me if Nintendo looked how popular player creativity was in Animal Crossing and said, hey, we could use a bit of that here, they're gonna eat it up. Lots of items that you can collect also feel like they were inspired by Animal Crossing too. Hisashi Nogami and his team made a lot of quality of life improvements in Splatoon 3 that people were basically begging for in the previous games, so hopefully it'll be the same for us here in Animal Crossing. I know there's a lot of things that we wanted but didn't get, and that was definitely the same for Splatoon for a while, so I imagine that in the next game we will be getting some of these much requested features. Also, this image just completely speaks for itself. This and more shows that New Horizons was definitely on the developers' minds when creating Splatoon 3, just as their update and DLC model for Splatoon 2 was when they were creating New Horizons. I think it's fair to say that Splatoon 3 will be on their minds when they work on the next Animal Crossing game too. Of course, nothing is guaranteed at this point. Maybe Nintendo will go down a totally different path for their next mainline Animal Crossing, but honestly, I really enjoyed the updates and I'd like to see more of that in the next title. Just maybe don't make us wait 2 years for Brewster this time, Nintendo. My heart can't take it. I really hope that Nintendo uses Splatoon 3 as an opportunity to improve the next Animal Crossing game, whenever that may be. And hopefully, I'm not like 80 years old when it actually does release. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are there any other ways that you feel like Splatoon influenced Animal Crossing and maybe vice versa? And have you ever played Splatoon? You also might not know that I actually have my own channel for Splatoon 3 content and news. It's called Splat Channel, and I'll link it down in the description. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more content. I want to say thank you to these channel members for supporting me and the content that I make here. Their contributions allow me to keep making videos. If you want to support these videos and get some great perks for doing so, like access to our members only Discord, exclusive Bob emojis, and much more, then click the join button down below the video or the link in the description.